Hi, I'm Chelsey Lockey. I am going to be a fifth year this fall, and I'm a setter. Going to California was definitely like a really cool experience and something that I'm super grateful that I was able to do. When I got there, I right off the bat got to meet two of my roommates who went to two completely different universities. So getting to know them was super cool, and then the rest of the girls that were there. And then we were followed up by getting to watch the actual national team practice every morning, which was super cool because those are the girls that actually won a gold medal in the Olympics. And then following that, we would have our own practice where we would go for about 3 hours, and we would get to just play with one another. And while playing with each other, we got to learn about the standards that they have in their gym for USA Volleyball and just really come together and get to know one another. Yeah, so that part was really cool because I think FGCU Volleyball plays a similar pace as USA Volleyball actually does. We're pretty fast, so making that transition was, it was difficult, but it was also something that I was a little bit used to in terms of speed-wise. And then playing with like different girls, it took like a couple practices to really get our connections down, but again, we were there for a full week, so by the end of the week, everything was really clicking, and it was really like we were like our own team. One of the biggest things that they did preach when I was at the training was that it doesn't matter if you are one of the 6 on the court, everyone plays such a huge role and impacts every single player that does play. So I think it was really big of them to just go out and say, like, whether you're wiping up sweat or shagging balls or a star player, like, you're a part of the team, and everything that gets done like happens because you were a part of it. And so I think that was really cool to hear, because a lot of times, like, making the transition from high school to college, it's not always smooth sailing, and there's times where you're like, what the heck? Like, in high school this was great, and then in college I think it can be overwhelming as a freshman. And so to hear that, if anything, I wish I could have heard it like a little bit sooner or been able to understand it better, because it is so true. Like, we also preach that here at FGCU, like, whether you're on the starting 6 or not, what you do in practice and what you do in matches is all equally important and helps the team in any way possible.